Okay, so today we're doing a quick little tutorial on how to collect or farm super samples on Helldivers 2.
Nice.
We're gonna
Super Samps.
we're gonna start with choosing the map. You have to be on suicide difficulty. It's the first difficulty that allows you to harvest the super samples.
Yeah, the super samples aren't available on any other difficult. Well, it's available on the more difficult levels, but the easier ones doesn't have it.
Yeah. So Lucas, you can select the map for us.
Because it's my ship,
Yeah.
ne?
So the
Okay.
map is important because you have to have a larger map with more objectives. The defensive missions do not allow you to collect super samples. There's not enough space. So Lucas is going to select the map.
Also, Yandre, just correct me if I'm wrong. There's certain objectives that you want to stay away from. For instance, the defend missions. Do they have the super samples or not? I don't think they have it.
No, as far as I know, they don't have it. Also, more difficult missions like if you're playing Terminid, stay away from the egg hunting missions. And then if you're on the automaton, stay away from the civilian rescue missions. They keep you stationary in one position for way too long. It makes this incredibly difficult if you are less than 4 players.
Yeah, and when you're selecting a planet, try to go for a planet that doesn't have that gas cloud hanging over
Yeah.
it. It just impedes your visibility. So, okay, I've got a map
Also,
here.
the
Let's see.
ICBM missions you want to stay away from. The map is also too small. The more open missions
Yeah,
would be preferable.
yeah. So I'm on a province here. The selection is blitz, search and
Yeah,
destroy. I also don't like that because you only get 12 minutes. So it's difficult
yeah,
to clear the entire map if you only got 12 minutes. The other one
yeah.
here is eradicate automaton forces. That's also not ideal
Mm.
because it's also just 15 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and try and search for another one. Peacekeeping, let's see this one. Retrieve
Yeah,
valuable data,
this
that's
would be
good.
perfect.
Sabotage airbase, that's also good. And eradicate, I think we can go for this one. It's only one that we might, or do you think we should choose another one?
No, the map is too small. This is the one where you just stay stationary,
Yeah,
kill the robots. I don't think they have special or super
okay.
samples. I think it's only the bigger maps that do have super samples.
But at least in this one we've got
Yeah,
two that does have it. So I'm gonna go for one of these.
100%. We can go for
Okay, cool.
the data.
Okay.
Initiating FTL jump to the Marfark system.
Okay, here we go. Okay, do we quickly wanna have a chat about the gear, but we can do that in here.
Coordinates locked.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think especially when you're less than a full squad, gearing up according to what type of enemy you're fighting is very important. Um,
Yeah.
Spawning point here doesn't really matter all that much. I would recommend we start at the bottom and work our way up through the map.
Yeah. And the other thing here is you focus only the idea is to get in, get the super samples, get the objectives done as soon as possible and extract. So don't mind any of the other red
Yeah,
spots.
ignore all side missions. You're not trying to go for experience. You're not trying to go for
Yeah.
anything. It's simply just the main missions. Here, especially for automatons, usually we go for two offensive stratagems that helps with the tanks and the walkers. I usually go for the railcan strike and the laser just because they're powerful for bigger targets. Going with a shield generator, and then we can go for maybe an anti-material rifle or a grenade launcher. I will be going for the grenade launcher.
I'll
I think
be taking
Lucas.
the anti-material rifle.
There we go. Vitality enhancement. The boosters depend on what you're trying to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to select the allow Helldivers to traverse difficult terrains to help us with our mobility. I think Lucas can go for the radar ping maybe.
Yeah. To just make sure that you
Yeah.
you see the spots where you can
Yeah.
find stuff easier. Yeah.
Also, for equipment-wise, the armor that we use is something that boosts the speed and stamina regen because you're trying to avoid conflict. You're not trying to engage conflict.
The speed
This
on
one-
these outfits, 550. That's the
Yeah.
highest that I know of. So yeah.
Yeah, and we are also doing the reduced range at which enemies can detect you. That makes you a little bit more sneaky in the
I
missions.
think, the stat on this one is 30% less chance of enemies spotting you. So yeah.
As far as weapons go, this is up to personal preference. For automatons, it's usually armor penetration and ammo capacity. Use what you'd like, but for me, I'm going to go with Liberator Penetrator and an impact grenade with whatever sidearm you want. Lucas is doing the normal Liberator with a normal grenade.
Yeah, remember the idea is to avoid conflict
Yeah.
at all costs. You're actually just getting in and looking for that super samples.
Yeah, getting bogged down is the worst thing that can happen because you have somewhat endless waves, and that's just not going to help you extract.
Yeah.
It would appear we have a friend.
Yeah, for purposes of this educational video, I might actually kick him, just because I think he might.
Yeah, I think it's alright though. It's
you-
actually
Okay.
Should
I'm
be
just
fine.
scared that he engages when we don't want to engage.
he will just draw attention away from them. That's fine.
Okay,
He can get killed or whatever. That's
Okay.
fine. Okay. So the idea once we've landed is to try and find the obelisk that carries the super samples. The obelisk is an upright statue that is glossy black that looks like obsidian. It also has white like ore veins that generate. The problem with the super samples is the location is random on every single map. So
Yeah.
you physically have to find a vantage point and try and look for the
Sometimes you're
the
lucky,
obelisk.
sometimes you land on top of it.
Yeah.
Most of the times you don't.
Yeah, don't think you're gonna land close to it. It's usually a case of you need to find it.
Okay. Fortunately
Oh.
now we've landed at the main objective. I'm starting to clear the place. Wow.
I think we do have another one joining us.
Yeah, we're 4 now.
So I'm gonna move away from all these guys. You don't want to engage too much. The ice is making it extremely difficult to move, but I'm gonna try and find higher ground so that I can scout the location a little bit. That should help us find our super samples.
Super samples.
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 That is not it. Once you found it the first time, you'll know what you're looking for. It's finding it the first time that's the struggle. That is
Yeah.
usually the main issue.
So the one thing that you want to be doing is constantly looking around the environment for that
Yeah.
rock. It stands out. I see it. I've got it.
Okay, so Lucas already has it, which is fantastic. That means we can focus
There
on getting
it
the samples.
is.
If you're playing with people you trust, you can spread the collection, but if you're playing with randoms, try and collect all your samples yourself. So that if, they try and grief you in any way, shape or form, that it's not detrimental to your game. I have a few guys going on Lucas, so I'm going to see if I can draw some of the attention away from Lucas.
Thank you, Yandre. Okay.
Lucas just died.
I unfortunately drew a lot of attention to myself.
Don't worry, I'm gonna die here as well, because I think they're coming from almost all over. Oh, there's a guy in a rock right beside us. Whoa, so this is different. I've never seen this on a map. they can destroy some of the ice blockades, which is
Yeah, I
interesting
saw
to
that
me.
as well. Probably part of the update. I don't know.
Yeah, it could be some of the new update. Haven't read anything about the ice being able to explode, which is interesting. Where did you see this obelisk, Lucas?
I'm marking it. There we go. I'm trying to
Okay.
move towards it.
Yeah,
Trying to
we'll try.
avoid all of the conflict.
The snow and ice is making it incredibly hard to traverse. So I think that's going to add to a lot of our problems.
Yeah, but the one thing, Yandra, that I do like about the map is the visibility is insane.
Yeah.
Like, that's how we were able to spot it so quickly.
That's a very big bonus. I have a Hulk coming in this way, which is not preferable.
Yeah, I've got a rail cannon strike that should
okay.
take it out.
Yeah, the rail cannon is excessively good against bigger armored targets, simply for the one-hit kill. It is quite invaluable.
And we've taken it out, and here we have our valuable super samples.
Yeah, so we see we have this obelisk lookalike structure. Let's just destroy this guy. Here we have a super sample, which is this glowing orb.
And I just took it while you were explaining.
Yeah, but at least we saw it. Lucas has
Yeah.
all three of them, so we would recommend collecting all of them at one spot. Now we can go help our friends do the mission
Yeah, so now
and
the
extract.
modus operandi is to get the mission done as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Don't focus on anything else. Okay, I see the one guy has the
Data.
package. Yeah,
Yeah.
and he's okay. So we're moving to the top one.
That is correct. I'm gonna try and get a. Ooh, wow! I just got hit from the side.
I'm gonna save you now.
It's also something to be wary about when playing on higher difficulty levels. This is possible to do on a solo run,
Yeah.
but the difficulty comes in with you have to do this on suicide difficulty, and solo you can do this, but then you absolutely have to avoid any and all conflict.
Yeah. Which is the other thing is if you're alone, it's actually there's something that makes it easier to avoid conflict if it's only you.
That is true, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I assume playing solo has some advantages. I just blew myself up on a mine. That is something you would not do.
Here's a bunch of rare samples.
Okay, now I just want to collect my stuff, grab the liberator, grab my grenade launcher, grab the shield generator, and we're off. Oh, that's another mine. Stay away from those. We need to collect another encrypted hard drive, so...
Another one. Okay, I think
Yeah.
me and you are at
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, grenade, watch out. Sure do love packages in this one. Okay, did you get the we're still on our way.
I saw the box where it should come out. I don't know, is there a console somewhere?
Yeah, we have the console.
Okay.
Need to protect this area for a few seconds. There you go.
Okay, I have to say, like in this instance, Yandre, the team helping us out is actually legitimately helping us out.
Yeah, this is a big benefit. Sometimes if you do have randoms, if you do have somebody playing with you, the AI separates the amount of people that it sends to the players. So if the group is split up, you're going to have a lot easier of a time avoiding conflict, especially if you are 4 people.
Okay, I've got the package.
Okay. Package acquired. Now we need to go drop. I'm just going to mark it on the map. Over there. You can run behind me. I will try
Please
and...
protect me. Look after
protect you as much
me.
as
Never
I
leave
can.
me. Never let me go.
Oh, I think my wife will have a problem with that one, but
Oh, well
okay.
done.
Try
You got that
try
one
and
just.
yeah, try and get the guys before they call in the reinforcements. The reinforcements are excessively irritating, to a point where it can be the difference between winning and losing
Oh,
the game. Okay, let's avoid these guys. Let's go this way.
got you.
Oh
Oh,
yay!
my goodness.
Into a walker. It's not a problem. This is why the grenade launcher is a valuable asset in the automatons. It takes out a lot of the armored targets a lot easier. I'm gonna call in. I do not have a resupply. Damn it! Where are we going? Oh, we're going this way.
I think we're here.
Take out this big guy.
Well
take out the
done.
small guys. There's a few guys over. Yeah.
Okay, here is
Over
the.
here.
I've dumped
Delivered
my
it.
package.
Nice. Now I just wait for the teammates. We can either go and try and help them, or we can.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
they're here. Yeah, they're
Oh,
very
okay. They're
close.
also here. So after they've gotten here, we're just gonna go back and extract.
And then mission completed. We've got our super samples. We've
Yeah.
done all of the objectives. We're still alive somehow.
Again, the key is the super samples above all. You're not doing this for experience. You're not doing this for anything else. You're doing this to get your super samples to upgrade your ship. I just need to put in the code.
Yeah, so the one difficult thing about the super samples is you only get 3 of them per map that you're
Yeah.
doing. And you need them for the what do you call the things that you upgrade on the ship?
Yeah, the compartment upgrades that you have, basically just ship upgrades, but a lot of them do require a decent amount of super samples. I think if you increase
Yeah.
in difficulty, some maps have 5 super samples.
Oh yeah, if you go more difficult, you can get
Yeah.
more. But like we said earlier, you can actually do this solo if you avoid the conflict as far as
Yeah,
possible.
completely, basically.
But if you go on harder difficulties, that becomes more difficult. Yandra, and the thing that recently started happening, not recently, but there wasn't always those flying ships that
Yeah.
that wasn't always a thing. So that makes things a lot more difficult.
Yeah, flying creatures on the Terminids and the automatons have actual spaceships that go after you that can only be taken out by rocket-propelled weaponry and some turrets. This does pose a big challenge, especially when you're alone. Even when you're
Technically
two.
not spaceships, but maybe they can go into space. I'm not sure of their capabilities.
I would assume they are capable of space travel.
Yeah, I also assume that.
Okay, now we have a long
That's the
ass
longest thing.
code.
That's the longest one I've
Oh,
ever seen.
and don't screw up. That is
Yeah,
one of the main
I
things.
got that on footage, so
yeah.
everyone knows how.
Hey, I have
bad you are.
dyslexia. Okay.
Yeah. And you've just shown that to the world.
Okay, let's get out of here. Those two are trying to do the missions, which okay, fair. We can probably go with them,
Yeah.
but the odds of us then not being able to extract, it's not worth it.
Yeah. And in this instance, they're actually drawing the attention away from us.
Yeah.
So
This is very much every man for himself.
Yeah.
We do not care about randoms. Unfortunately, we're not being unsportsmanship-like. This is
Yeah.
if you're playing with friends, different story.
don't share that with headquarters, though. I don't want them to court-martial us for
Yeah,
a lack
yeah.
of democracy.
The super samples are more important for spreading democracy
Well,
than
Yandre, with the super samples, we're going to be able to upgrade our ship, and we're going to
Exactly.
be able to spread democracy more effectively
the greater good. The greater
across the
good.
galaxy. Are we just going to like leave those two dudes? We're
Literally,
gonna...
literally just gonna leave those two behind. We're gonna swing right of this red spot we have on the map, as you can see there.
Yeah. What's
We're gonna
also a good strategy is opening the map while you're running, and
Yeah.
then just making sure this is now easy. But a lot of times you've got red spots between both sides of you and all of that. So
Yeah,
with the
that's
map,
correct.
it's easy to navigate that.
Yeah, like I have my map open on a zoomed function now so that I'm able to see where I'm running, avoid red spots as I'm running. Again, keep the conflict down. This is a farming
Yeah. Farming
maneuver.
focused
Yeah.
mission.
This is not about getting kills. This is not about getting XP. This is nothing about anything else other than getting the super samples because it can go extremely south very quickly.
Yeah.
We want to
Look, and
avoid that.
this is a method that we've sort of not perfected, but this is the method
We've-
that we
yeah.
use, and there's probably more effective ways of doing it, but this is sort of easy. You get
This
your
works
few
for us.
samples.
Yeah, this works for us. This is a way to focus on just the super samples and nothing else. If you are willing to do this, just run around and by happenstance finding a few with your friends playing 4-player, that's fine.
Yeah.
But this is something that if you are playing solo, it's possible. If you're playing 2-player, it is also very possible. It's focus
and hopefully
driven.
this helps you. Hopefully you were looking for a way to get the super samples. And
Yeah,
this
and
might
some
be a
people
way.
don't know about the super samples. Some people don't
Yeah.
even know how to get super samples. Also, however harsh this might sound, this is our lobby. We cannot get kicked or anything, so
Ooh. Piercing
Yeah.
the corporate veil there, looking behind the curtain.
oh, I got some big guys coming this way. Oh, this one called in reinforcements. Now it just comes to a point where don't die.
Yeah.
Lucas,
alive.
there's a thing here. There's a thing.
Oh, I died. Daddy died.
Yeah, see, this is now what should not happen. This is a very good example of how quickly stuff can go pear-shaped. Luckily, I do have some rail strikes. I do have some
Oh
stratagems
my
we can
word!
use.
The super samples fell off the cliff.
That's a
We're
problem.
gonna
We're
go
gonna
get
have
it.
to go and get those.
Okay, I'm going.
Okay, I'm taking a few of these. I do not have any more grenades or any more rockets.
I'm dropping a laser for good measure.
Oh, they're coming up here. Nice, well done. Well done.
Okay, great.
That's
Things are
perfect.
looking-
Don't get killed by your own laser.
What's the opposite of shit going pear-shaped? Because it's going
going
apple-shaped now.
diamond
It's going watermelon-shaped now.
A watermelon!
While I was saying that, I almost burned to death.
Yeah, I saw that. That would have been funny.
Okay, where is the ship?
It's gonna take a little. Oh, big dudes. These things. I hate these things. Luckily, the Liberator Penetrator has a little bit of armor penetrating. Takes him down pretty easily. Yeah, now we just need to maintain. And yeah, basically leave these guys behind. That's
That is not ideal in any other instance, but for purposes of mining super samples, it's allowable.
This is almost preferable.
Yeah. And
We
I
have
think
20
actually
seconds.
this is per orders from headquarters. They said
yeah.
that if you can escape with the super samples, it's fine, leaving your comrades behind.
Yeah, they said you're just a clone. We'll unfreeze
Yeah.
some more. They don't really care about individual players that much. We have one guy coming, but he just died. I'm also
You can
not gonna.
actually-
No,
you don't want
no,
to.
we're not gonna do that because the odds of again something going wrong is too high. We can get in. We started
Got the
this.
super samples.
Yeah, we started this game as 2-player. We're gonna finish it as 2-player, and yeah, that's how it's done.
Sorry, yeah, those two guys hate us now. I'm sorry.
They'll be
But
fine.
again, we're mining the super samples. Everything is
One
about
guy
the
already
super
left, so Mad Mike just left.
samples. And in a nutshell, that's how you mine super sample.
Yeah, that's a quick and efficient way to get a few of them if you want to upgrade your ship. Upgrades for turrets, upgrades for stratagems. Again, this can be done solo. Lucas has done this solo a few times. I have not been able to do that. I think 2 would be best, even 4. I don't think there's a limit on which one is best, but that's how you do it.
If you are 2, when you accidentally start engaging in conflict, when you're 2, it's you've got a better chance of surviving it. So
Definitely.
there we have our 3 super samples, and it's done.
Successful extraction.
Yeah. And I think the success rate for us, Janray, it's very high on this method. As soon as you go more difficult, a lot of times what's the word we use? Things go pear-shaped too often. So yeah.